Me at 3 AM opening a snack because I'm on a diet during the day. Me trying to get my cat to make the face from the meme. My cat. My boss. Good morning. Me. I'm tired boss. Dog is friendly. Beware of owner. When you accidentally open a message and now you have to reply. How the class be looking at you after you walked in 5 minutes late. Teacher, if you don't do my work I'll call your parents. The orphan. You will. I have been alive all my life and have not once seen a Chinese food commercial. Can you cut my hair like this? Better to be ugly with tattoos than just ugly. Of course, the human race is the best race there is. From a young age I knew everybody was wrong and I was right. How do I break the news to my dog that I broke up with my boyfriend and he isn't coming home at 5:09 PM after work anymore? The moth that fell in the toilet when I sit. Co-worker, how have you not been fired yet? Me, I just keep googling stuff and it keeps working. Is she taking a huge shit or turning into a reffing werewolf? Being a millennial means finding out you can't afford to live in that apartment complex you thought was really shady when you were a kid. How the F did they build this without any group chats, iced coffee or mental breakdowns? When I drop my phone but my fast reflexes slam it into a reffing wall. That pre-broke stage like you ain't broke yet but you can see it coming. When you don't wanna look bad by leaving a toxic comment so you look for someone else's to upvote. Why is no one talking about the sheer pleasure of coming home from vacation and using your own bathroom? There was nothing between their bodies but his fanny pack. He reached to unstrap it but she stopped him. Leave it on, she whispered. Get the balloon from your sock. Gently he worked open the velcro of his right sandal. Bladder. Time to hyper-focused ADHD brain. The F you are. As the world's highest IQ record holder I recognize that Donald Trump is the only president chosen by God in American history. Perfect example of how woke ruined society. Fortnite then, #1 victory royal. Fortnite now, #1 gay royal. I don't want to live in a society where the Kardashians and Jenners are multi-billionaires for nothing but the merit of others. Boss, if you're going to quit we need at least 2 weeks notice. Me, you'll notice when I'm not here. How poor people look defending billionaires that don't give a ref about them. Meow, you just ate. Meow, you're too little for all this food. Meow. Artist, yes of course I have seen a cat. Me after I give her 2 minutes of that tube steak. To avoid burnout at work use the 30-30 rule. After 30 minutes of work quit your job and disappear into the mountains for 30 years. The difference between scholarly debate and mental gymnastics is whether I agree with you or not. A generation that loves sleeping but can't sleep on time, what a generation of clowns we are. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserves neither liberty or safety. Ushi, I looked in the mailbox weird and threw out my back. Boom. Crunch. 2020. Plague Inc. evolved. 2025. War Thunder. Looks like this pigeon had a pretty intense phone call. Me googling a phone number instead of answering it. Me who did all the side quests, the first boss. When the lane's about to end and no one is letting you merge onto the freeway. When you're wearing socks and step into something wet. When you go to the UK and ask where the good food is at. We don't do that here mate. Gen Z after getting the broccoli haircut. So what, I have a Discord girlfriend. To whomever is placing googly eyes all over the office, please stop, thank you. It sure would be stupid if I put this stick in the wheel lol. At this point I'm willing to pay more money for appliances with zero smart features and just physical knobs, buttons and controls for everything. When a 30-second ad pops up in a ton video, don't bust that push yet, we'll be right back. Me when I can hear someone chewing. When you stand up and the alcohol hits you and you gotta stay focused on not lying. Being respectful to a woman online. Simp, she's not gonna sleep with you. Are you gay? POV no father figure. Me trying to convert a WAV file to an MP3 in the early 2000s. When you keep lying in the exact same spot in a game. Listening to this from Australia, that's so sick. Thanks for the support. I didn't say I liked it or it was good cute. Sounds like she dumb A. To Josh, I think you have mistaken me for someone else. Woody Harrelson. I watched so much ton. That normal ton like tentacles and reality doesn't do it for me anymore. My 11-year-old son has started watching The Simpsons. He's asking the family which characters they think they are. He thinks he's Bart. He's not, he's Ralph Wiggum, but I can't say that out loud. Me every time 16-year-olds make a new word like eat and I have to look on Urban Dictionary. Son, it's my toy. Daughter, no it's mine. Me, you both lay claim to this toy. I shall chop it in two and give each of you half. Son, awesome. Daughter, yes. Me, no that's not. Kids, chop it, chop it, chop it. Me trying to meet the right person without going out approaching or interacting with anyone. In loving memory of me, I'm not led yet, just self-centered. I don't mind paying my taxes when the poor can't, but I do mind paying my taxes when the rich won't. Me when my friend has been cursed to turn into a brick wall by a sorcerer and he said I have to find a long cylinder that carry the antidote that can turn him back, so I asked him how long is the cylinder. How often do you think about the Holy Roman Empire? I wish they would teach us more about Vikings. Girls trying to win him over. Heavy breathing. This is the spot where I met some of the funniest people in my life. When you feel guilty for not studying but you are still not studying. Me helping people get through their suicidal thoughts while knowing damn well that I think about taking my name off the census every day. Sorry for the delay of my reply. I'm simply too old and tired for such things. I'll lack concentration. It's sad. Chefs or cooks make you money on long hours because other chefs have romanticized that as part of the lifestyle. You're in your prime years. Me, I believe science. Science, please just don't use your phone right before bed and right after waking up. It's literally destroying your circadian rhythm. Me, no. Samuel L. Jackson has made around $357,161,000 from his movies. He averages around 2,200 words per movie in 156 movies. That's about $1,040 per word. Mother effer was 1,116 of those words. Samuel L. Jackson has made roughly $1,160,640 from saying mother effer. Me, wow I am so hungry. Horse, nervously, how hungry? That coworker who knows you're actually retarded. Go outside, go touch grass. No it's hot outside and the grass got bugs in them, leave me alone. Someone explain why World War is close. They bring Bible as a reliable source. I don't think my pharmacist likes me. Swallow whore. When you grow up in a military family and finally start fitting in and making new friends. jkmoving.com. I thought my lack of emotions meant I was a lot like Dexter, maybe a sociopath or psychopath. Nope. Found out I'm neurodivergent, and I might have ADHD and autism. I'm almost 40. Played out. Send me a video of you reading out loud so I know you're not dumb. Trying to remember my password after 2 fails. We are running low on dogs, so the goose here is gonna check your car for pills. Science says we need 4 hugs a day to survive, 8 for comfort and 12 for growth. Me who hasn't been hugged since the beginning of this year. I'll be fine. When Netflix starts accepting blood as payment and my friend starts buying for everyone. When everyone's fighting over number 1 meme of the decade but no one is going for second place. It's free real estate. Banks after inventing continuous compounding interest. New hobby, so let me start off cheap. That's not worth it for what I'm paying, let me get something better for a bit more. Wait, those features are nicer, I would rather get that now than regret it later. Proceeds to spend 10 times more than initially started with. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, you're drunk. Ducks don't talk. What we see. What animals with a larger color range than us see. When they ask what beers you have on tap when the taps are right in front of their dumb effing face. Me, can I drink alcohol on this medication? Doctor, well, 1 drink is gonna feel like you have had 4. Me, oh, so I'm saving money. Suicide Squad 2016 actually wasn't bad. You didn't censor a word and now I'm having a panic attack. Me with my firstborn when I'm finally financially stable. I call this one the put cracker. If you live, I will sit on your face. When you're trying to type a long intelligent word and autocorrect suddenly develops amnesia. Chronic M beta. Enthusiastic solos dull. Me watching everyone else handle life like they got the tutorial I skipped. What if my dog just suffers from Stockholm syndrome? Nobody. Fish at grocery store. When you check your bank account and rent did go through but you still have money. How 10-year-old me felt when was coming out of my body in the shower.
Spare change, ma'am.